on my old website, that archaic piece of shit that I built, you know, um, I had a chat functionality set up, and very few people would engage with the chat icon and open up communication that way. Whereas now, like there's a lot more people that click on that to try and find out the additional information that maybe the site hasn't, whatever it is they're looking for that they couldn't figure out on their own. They're reaching out to get that additional information. Whereas I think before people were just landing and then bouncing. They were like, oh, this is not even fucking close.
It definitely feels like it's more clear. Like people, and I mean, some new people have just booked, haven't they?
Yeah. I mean, I've got, people that are still, I've not even spoken to. I have multiple.
Wow.
Awesome. They just book themselves. They see the website. They click request a reservation. They select what package, air duct, or carpet. Really, it's been air duct jobs that have booked within the package. And multiple people are opting. It seems like the majority of bookings, there haven't been a ton of them, but the majority have actually opted for the top tier package.
Welcome to the Outwork'em podcast.
Welcome to the Outwork'em. This is the second time that Jake has been on the podcast. He was on 9 months ago, so a lot has happened in 9 months. So this is really great to have both of you legends on today, and we have both of us legends as well. We have a quadruple legend episode today, and I'm just really stoked to have you guys both on. And this is our first. Is this our first couples episode?
This is
Double
the
couples?
first time I've ever been brave enough to agree to be on the podcast with my wife. I could end up, I'm live streaming this just in case it takes a turn. Someone can come save me if I talk out of turn.
So yeah, I'd love a little intro from you guys. Jake and Kalla, why don't you tell us a little bit about the business? And Kalla, since you weren't here last time, maybe tell us about your role.
Well, I first want to thank you guys for having us. This is fun, and I love this double couple vibe. So we're really happy and excited to be here, and really appreciate you guys and all the work that you do for us in our business, and excited to maybe talk about that too. Why don't you explain the business since it's Jake's?
Jakeify.
Jakeify. Gosh, how to explain the business? Well, I mean, we're a home cleaning business, cleaning things like air ducts and carpet and furniture, and really do that with an intentional focus on air quality. So providing those services, meticulous deep cleaning services using only plant-based products that you can actually take a drink of or take a bath in or breathe. They're great for, put it right on a food service, no issue. So yeah, just deep cleaning, improving air quality in people's homes, ultimately, impacting their health positively, and having fun while I do it.
So all pet friendly stuff.
Yeah.
So you can take a bath in it, stuff like that. I hear a lot of people saying like, oh, I want to have a cleaner come, but the stuff they use. I have a dog or a cat, and it bothers them.
I'll just grab the air duct fogger and I can treat their animals for them while your dogs might stink. Let me fog them for you. Totally.
Yeah. Say for babies, pets.
Yeah, same thing for babies, right?
Yeah, you could dip your kids' toys in the stuff. It's made for that. Like, it's food grade, and it eliminates 99.99% of like all bacteria and viruses in 30 seconds of contact, including COVID.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So the cleaning, have you always used those types of product, or was there a turning point where you were using some other stuff and then you made the transition?
Yeah, there was a turning point. When I started my business, I intentionally sought out products that were pet and kid friendly or safe. That's how they were labeled and how they were marketed to me through my distributors and whatnot. And so I used that stuff for many years, and it was probably back in, I want to say maybe around 2010 that I took a second look, a deeper look at the material safety data sheets on those products and realized that, these kid and pet friendly, safe products are actually still toxic. So I went on this little research rampage, is what I called it. I mean, I went furiously researching into products that had to meet certain standards, with different certifying bodies, like the Carpet Rug Institute. And anyways, so did a lot of research and landed on these products. They were marketed as food grade, safe enough to drink, specifically designed for those with autoimmune issues, chemical sensitivities, and effective enough to be used in a hospital environment. So.
Oh wow! So
And we use them for everything in our home. Like it's our only cleaning product that we clean all of our counters. I'll spot clean the couch if we get a stain. I use it to spot clean our laundry.
We clean the bathrooms with it.
We clean. I even use it as laundry detergent and like a quote unquote fabric softener, or like because the Decon 30 is like more smelly, so I use that as our laundry detergent as well. So we use it for everything
except the mirrors and windows.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jana from Digital here. Real quick, before we get back into it, if you've been listening to this podcast and you get value from it, I want to ask you a favor. Hit subscribe. That's it. We've crossed over 86,000 views on YouTube alone and had over 4,000 views just this month. And honestly, we are so grateful for that, but we're a small team and we're bootstrapping this thing because we genuinely believe that local home service business owners deserve a platform. These people are going up against private equity every single day, trying to compete, trying to grow, trying to tell their story, and we want to help them do just that. So if this mission resonates with you, subscribe, leave a like, help us keep growing this thing. And if you're a home service business owner who wants to share your story, we want to hear from you. Go to Outwork'em.digital /podcast and apply to become a guest on the show. It takes 2 minutes. Now back to the conversation.
Someone cleans your spot, you clean their spot, their house. Are there people who want to buy the product to then spot treat things when you're gone, or how does that work?
Well, every house that I go to, so long as I've got the supplies, which is nearly every one of them, I give at least one bottle of spot remover, like a complimentary bottle to the clients with each service.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, and then, upon request, I can provide more.
Yeah. And truthfully, you could buy it on the internet.
Yeah.
You could buy it yourself. And I've told friends, who kind of live in the boondocks or whatever, where we can't service them. I'm like, listen, if you even have a big stain or something, like you should just get this
Here's
product.
the Amazon link.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Is it enzyme based?
No.
No.
So the disinfectant it's basically just the essential oils from the thyme plant and water.
Oh, nice.
That, and then I was just reading up, refreshing myself on this. There's another like plant-based surfactant in the Decon 30. And then the atomic degreaser is also plant-based, but includes some mineral salts. So still a food grade plant-based product, but not technically 100% plant-based. It's plant and mineral. But
okay.
No
That's
enzymes,
good to know.
no fragrances, no dyes, no VOCs, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing because as someone who is extremely sensitive, just for perspective, someone did laundry the other day using Arm & Hammer, and our window was open, and it was in the dryer, and the fumes from the dryer came in, and literally gave me a lung attack from the fumes from that. So I so appreciate when obviously we're using non-tox, but I love it when even our surrounding areas, and I just want everyone to use it because it really is harmful to human health to be in the vicinity of these toxic chemicals all the time. I don't know why they're even allowed to be used.
I know it. It's awful. Like we go, we take the dogs on a walk. Oh, hey, Albert. I've got a cat right here behind me. We take the dogs on a walk, and we could tell who's doing laundry,
Yep.
and if they're using dryer sheets or not. Like
Yeah.
the fragrances are overwhelming. I mean, even when people just walk past you on the sidewalk,
It's crazy.
can smell the synthetic fragrances that they have all over their clothes and their bodies and in their hair, and it just, it's all not good for you.
Well, and that was a motivating factor for Jake as well, is choosing a product that he was comfortable and felt safe working with himself all the day, all the time, because he's using this product every single day, and so he didn't want to be around things that were going to harm his health. And truthfully, I don't know of other carpet cleaning companies or even many cleaning companies or air duct cleaning companies,
house cleaning companies
that have a focus on using safe products. So I think this is like really something that really sets us apart. Not only does Jake do probably the most thorough and meticulous work out of anyone that I know, he also does it with an emphasis on truly, creating better indoor air quality, because yes, if you were to vacuum and use harsh chemicals, you might get rid of some of the dust and debris.
You can make it look better,
but you're not going to be improving the air quality if you're
making
leaving
it worse.
Yeah, you're making it worse if you're leaving behind harsh chemicals that then people are breathing. And I think that's like something that a lot of the industry really doesn't have a focus on, that we really are focused on.
Yeah.
I completely agree, and I've thought about that so many times with the service that you guys provide, because you guys are in Colorado, but whenever I've been like, oh man, I wish they were here. I had gotten a really bad allergy situation in the beginning of the year that led into like some other stuff, and I was looking around my dad's house, and because we were at my parents' at the time, and I was like, man, I wish Jake and Kalla were here to just give this place a total reset, because all this dust and pollen and everything that's going on in here. And I would say, like, especially during season shifts, when the seasons are shifting, that's a wonderful time to have Jake come in and just reset your home so that you can just get all that dust and like grossness out of there, so that if you are sensitive and you do have allergies, that you're not going to get crushed as bad.
Yeah.
We were just walking the dogs right before this podcast, and Kalla's like, Jake, what's going on? What is that in the sky? Is that fog over there? And in that moment, all of the pine trees in that section of the neighborhood dropped their pollen, and there was this huge cloud.
Wow.
It looked like fog or a dust storm, like
kind of green, yellow.
Yellowish, like the color of the walls behind us. Like
it was
just
crazy.
Like holy crap.
Yeah.
Did you guys get it on camera?
I did on my phone.
Damn, I would have loved that for B-roll.
What is this pollen? Wow.
Yeah,
have you all seen that before, or was that the first time?
No, I've never seen that happen before. Like earlier today, I noticed some birds hopping on and off the pine tree, and noticed little things of pollen, like just a small amount. But man, the wind kicked up, and it was like, Arizona sandstorm, but with pollen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow. That's wild.
Circling back to what Jana said, like her dad, so we were at his house, and she was thinking about this, like, oh, she wishes she could have you guys come clean. The main reason they don't have anyone come clean the house is because they hired a service a while back, and it's just some company using a bunch of subcontractors and stuff, and there's an engagement ring that went missing. So I just want to highlight the fact that the main reason they don't, everyone isn't on board with, okay, I want these specific products, and bought in that the other things are toxic. But there are people who would love the idea of knowing who they can trust to be in their home, right? So like Jana, even beside the fact of the chemical-free cleaning, plant-based, she's always said, like, I wish we knew someone who owned a cleaning company in Phoenix, because we would want to have them come and every month, take care of the house and help out and stuff like that. But we just don't know anyone. So then it turns into us finding products and trying to keep up, with the space and stuff like that. So I don't know if you've ever had people call and, want to know that, hey, who's coming to clean my house? Are you using subcontractors? I know, Jake, you had a larger business before this where you had more people working with you. So maybe you can speak to, those people out there who are concerned about, the valuables in their home, their kids, their friends, their family, all that, being safe.
Yeah, I'm really fortunate. Like, I just have a high level of trust and perceived trust, even with new people that I haven't met.
Yeah.
Like, it is not uncommon for me to let myself into a home and even let myself out of the home, and be alone all day. But that point that you brought up, I remember a sales training in this industry many years ago, like probably back at 20 years ago. And when they surveyed the client base, what they found was that of their top 10 concerns, 8 out of 10 of them had to do with safety and trust. Like, it had nothing to do with, will my house be clean when they're done?
Yeah.
It was the main concern was like, who's coming into my house? Like, is it okay? Like, is it more than one person? Like, is all my stuff going to be there when they leave? Yeah, it can be really uncomfortable for people to invite strangers into their home. And so, yeah, that it took up the bulk of their concerns. Down was like, will it be clean?
And Jake, I mean, I think what makes a difference and why it maybe feels a little bit more trustworthy is because Jake's name is on the trailer, it's on the truck, and even if Jake hires someone, it's still Jake's name on the truck, and it's still his reputation, and it's still a small family-owned business where we're not going to risk our livelihood and how we earn our money to take something, like we would never.
Yeah. I've joked with people before, be like, when you get back, all your stuff's going to be gone. It's like, don't worry, I'll take everything while you're gone. But back, years ago, before I scaled back to just, owner-operator, my standard when I was hiring was that I wouldn't hire somebody that I would not feel comfortable leaving my children with. I have little girls and a young boy, but they were much younger back then, too. So that was a real, if I wouldn't feel comfortable leaving you with my own kid, I'm not going to send you into somebody's house.
Yeah.
So just had a real high standard for who I allowed to work for me.
And then one person he hired became his brother-in-law now. So
yeah.
Wow.
Well.
So were they dating already, or
no?
You made the hire.
This is a whole story. This is a whole story.
Wow. Well, good on you.
Yeah.
Wow, you hooked your sister up.
Dude, I did.
But then his sister hooked him up too, because
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even make that connection until just now, because I knew you got introed by the sister. That's amazing.
Well, she would have never hooked you up if you didn't hook her up. So it's kind of
exactly.
Everyone has Jake to thank
for
setting up the reciprocity circle.
Yeah.
So good job, Jake.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
You set up the circle of reciprocity there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cute. That's so cute that you guys, both siblings, introed.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I love that. We kind of glazed over the question in the beginning because we were on a good cycle, but Kalla, we never really got to lean into what do you
magic.
do?
Kalla, I'm gonna jump in and say, Kalla, share with the audience your magic, because whenever we're on our weekly calls, you're always jumping in. You have a lot of insight. If we need content, you're capturing it. So yeah, let the people know what you're up to.
Well, when I met Jake, he still had employees, so we kind of just had a lot of fun together and didn't really work. My dad died, so I got some money. We were just kind of chilling. And then I guess my dad died after I started working. But Point is, anyway, in January of 2023, Jake went back to work, and we decided that, I didn't have a job out here, and so for people listening, maybe know or they don't know, I used to be a lawyer, and then I didn't want to be a lawyer anymore, so then I was like serving and bartending and pet sitting and trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and then I fell in love with Jake and moved from Arizona to Colorado and didn't know what I wanted to do out here. I really didn't want to start serving again, so when he went back to work, he was like, wouldn't it be cool if we were like a husband and wife carpet cleaning team, air duct carpet cleaning team? And I was like, sure, let's do it. So
we spend all our time together. She wasn't ready to stop spending time with me, so she followed me.
Yeah, so we just started together, and honestly, it was a hit. Like, people really enjoyed having us in their home, and people would comment like, wow, you guys are so cute, and you guys really must be a great match if you spend all your time together. And so I was down on my knees cleaning air ducts, and he taught me how to do everything except for like run the equipment. He still did all of that, but I would carpet clean and then just kind of be the assist and like go around and pre-spray the rooms and then rake the rooms and
snip up extra fibers.
Yeah.
We had a whole cycle of work, a whole process together for air ducts too. Like, she'd do at least half of the air duct system.
Yeah. So it was great. And we really flowed well together, and then it kind of...
And she'd feed me snacks.
Yeah.
It was so nice to have someone to feed me snacks while I worked.
I'd like come up with beef jerky and just like stick it in his mouth. And then it kind of got to a point where we were working together, but then we'd both get home and we would both be exhausted, and we're like, well, who's gonna cook dinner? Like, who's gonna do the dishes? And it just felt like it was out of balance, and there were some shifts with his kids, so Jake decided, actually, he was like, I think it would be best if you just stayed home and like managed the house, and then I can come home to dinner most times.
I come home and I still make dinner.
You don't make dinner, you just buy it.
I buy it or I reheat it.
But so we switched, and now I don't go clean with Jake anymore. He goes and cleans by himself, but I'll do a lot of I do the social media. I do most of the marketing stuff with you guys, and I was sending out the emails and just kind of managing stuff on the back end, and I'm learning more all the time about like how to send people quotes and just engage with the clients more on the back end rather than going and doing the the dirty work. But it really suits us best because Jake's great with his hands and wants to do that sort of thing, and I'm already kind of deep in the online world, so we just divide and conquer.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way.
Yeah, it is.
It's kind of wild how tracking like all of the connections and the way that we all kind of got started working together, because it's been a long like cycle to get to this point of where we're in a like actual business relationship with Jake's carpet cleaning and like the marketing components. I'd love to hear a little bit more about that from you, Kalla, with like your recollection of everything.
Yeah, well, I met Jana at like a witchy woo-woo voice activation thing with Michaela when I was visiting Arizona. And we just, I think, became, like, I just started following you on the internet, and I'd only met you in person that one time, but I did like a testimonial and you recorded me, and then I had always heard of Jana, this amazing masseuse and like, all these things. And so, and marketer, and you had designed so many people's websites that I know, and I just heard so much about you. So then I finally got to meet you. And then we were just following each other on the internet. And one day you were like, I have a podcast where I interview people with home service businesses. And I was like, Jake has a home service business. And so then
she's like, Jake, you're doing a podcast.
Yeah. I was like, I think you should do this podcast. It's free marketing. And so Jake was on your podcast, and that was really cool. And then in the course of that, you started talking about that Rana Rise group, where it was like a do it with you marketing program type thing, and that was like a lower ticket introductory item type thing. So I was like, Jake, I think we gotta do this. Like, we gotta start making some more moves online. And so then we did
You
that
started
together.
crushing it with the content as soon as
You
you got
did.
in. I mean,
That's
You were my star pupil in that program.
yeah.
You were.
You have.
Everybody's star pupil.
I love school. I love it.
Hey,
I'm like,
Jake, I
tell
can
me
go
what
back
to
to
do.
school. I got to do it.
I just need someone to tell me what to do. If you tell me what to do, I'm pretty good about doing it. But as far as managing myself, it's a little debatable. So yeah, so then we did that and we worked through that for a while, and then we just started talking more like about getting more involved. And then I was like, Jake, I hate our website. Like, I think we need a new website. And so then we talked to you about that, and then it just made sense to really go for the gold and work together on a larger scale. And it's been really great and helpful for us because, you know, we got a great website, and then now you guys have been really awesome at helping us like syndicate our content. And you know, we have people, some of our friends texting us, they're like, man, I'm seeing what you're doing on LinkedIn. It's really great.
Yes.
Man,
And your mom shared a TikTok on her Facebook, so it's
alright.
been great. And just really nice to have the support, because it was truly, you know, for a while I had like a long list of things that I was supposed to do to try and do it, but I'm not an expert in that, and I feel like I'm wearing so many hats already that it was just overwhelming to think about taking on all of that. So it's been really nice to kind of be able to hand off some of that to you guys and then just work together through it.
Yeah. Well, I was really excited to meet you guys, you know, and because for a long time I've been looking for like, who can I hand some of this off to that knows more than me? Because everybody else I've worked with in the past, it seems like I know more than them, and that doesn't get us anywhere because I don't know much. So I just let me work with my hands, you know, like I don't want. So yeah, so it's just been really cool and really fun, and
Yeah, Jake
yeah,
was like a big Ryan fan from the jump. He was like, this guy, he knows things.
Oh,
I
thank
like
you, Jake.
it. Yeah.
I appreciate it. And y'all have been great to work with. So,
Yeah.
you know, not every project that comes across our desk is one where I'm like, they're using good product. They actually want to cover every detail. Jake doesn't want to take on more than one job in a day because he wants to do a great job and give his full focus to that one client. Like, you're, in the way I see it, you're trying to kind of bless everyone you come in contact with.
Yeah.
And from my perspective, getting you in contact with more people is like score. It's like
Yeah.
easy to be excited about, easy to be stoked about. I'm not over here at my desk wondering like, all right, is my work getting this business in touch with more people gonna lead to the consumer being well taken care of? It's like, oh, like I can do it without a shadow of a doubt. Like I don't need to worry about is this marketing over promising
Yeah.
or anything like that. It's like, wow, I can really just express the job that Jake is gonna do, and that's gonna sell itself. So
Yeah.
it's awesome to make it easy. And then it was nice to get to know y'all over the course of a year and a half in kind of these bite-sized
Mhm.
engagements to improve your goals for your business and then become a part of your team as your marketing partner. So it's been
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, we're really value aligned in a lot of ways, which I love working with people who are value aligned because like it makes it easy. It makes it like you get to it fuels the energy behind the work because you're just like, oh, like I want these people to win because they're good people, you know. And like one of the things that I always think about is like I want to leave people and places better than they were when I found them, and I feel like you guys are like actually doing that too, even with your business. Like you're attention to detail and integrity, and like only doing one house a day to make sure that that house is taken care of to its highest standard possible is that, you know, like it's just, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
You don't have to think about it. Your customers don't have to think like, oh, is it really going to have to be clean? Am I going to have to go back over and do it again? It's like, no, they know safe people are coming into their house. The job's going to get done. There's not going to be any creepy chemicals, and they can just not worry about it. And it takes the stress off of them. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, genuinely, I just want to do the best possible job. Like, it's satisfying. You know, like I don't want to do partial work or like that. It's no thanks. No, let me get on my hands and knees and work for 10 straight hours. You know, and
you were born into it. Tell the story. Tell the story about it.
With a carpet wand, you know, I was ready to go. So, but yeah, no, just my parents had a carpet cleaning business. My dad he worked as a carpet cleaner. And then, you know, started his own thing, and my mom helped him like answer phones and whatnot. And so, I mean, I can remember as early as about age 8, him taking me to work with him on I don't know. He'd take me regularly in the summers and then here and there during the school year. I can remember being on my hands and knees, like scrubbing gum out of a office carpet, like at night. I think I was 8 years old, you know, and I remember being like, thought my dad would be upset with me because I had scrubbed this gum so thoroughly that I fucked the brush up, you know, like it was all crumpled and like, so, but he wasn't mad at all. He was very proud of me, and I fell asleep in the car or the truck. Yeah. But yeah, so I've just been doing it, you know, since I was a little kid, and then I was going to college, needed a way to pay the bills, and thought I would just like do this thing until I graduated and got a real job. And I finished college and was like, I don't want to work for somebody else. Like, I'll just keep doing this for now. And so here we are.
Yeah. When we told his mom that I was going to start working with him, she was like, that's so great. She was so excited for it. She was like, me and your dad used to have so much fun. We would go and we would clean, and then we would get home and we would go to the casino. And like,
they partied differently than we do. But similar vibe. They had a great time.
She was like, it was the most fun we had. Like, she really said it like brought them together, and they had a great time. So she was stoked for us to work together and, you know, just carry on the family tradition of carpet cleaning.
Yeah, I'm just so glad you said audibly.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So second generation carpet cleaners.
Wow.
Yeah.
Second generation and second wife.
Well,
I guess it's third generation when I bring my kids with me.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
wanting to do. Like, now Jake gets to bring his kids, and that's been,
That's
I think,
so
really
fun.
good for them, too.
yeah.
It's fun for all of us, you know. It's fun to spend. I'm sure if they were coming to work with me regularly, it wouldn't be fun for them. You know, getting to come with me once every few months, like, they really seem to enjoy. They really enjoy the snack and the lunch bag that Kalla packs for us. That's like their favorite part. And,
Aw.
I'm gonna go get another snack real quick. I'll be back. I'm gonna go to the snack bag.
But even the girls, like Emery, his son, of course, he's 11. He loves it. Like, without a doubt, would go every single time with Jake if he could. But
And he does. He's like, you don't even have to pay me. I'll just work with you. Like,
I love that.
I want to pay you, buddy.
yeah. But the girls, like Addie's 14, almost 15, and Aria's almost 13, and even they really enjoy coming to work and helping and meeting people and like being able to spend that quality time with their papa while they're, you know, making some money.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Get to see what it takes for me to provide, you know, and
Yeah.
have a better appreciation of our family and how we operate. So
Mhm.
it's
I
just,
love that.
I love getting to bring them to work with me. It's so fun. And all my clients so far, you know, I'm sure there's some out there that'd be like, what the hell are you doing bringing this kid to my house? But all of them have been so excited to meet my children,
Yeah.
you know, because they're like, oh, I see pictures of you in the emails. And, you know,
Yeah.
One of
So,
them gave
I
Emery
just-
his first $100 bill.
yeah,
Oh
Every
my
was-
gosh.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was like,
he
wait,
so stoked?
this is mine? Like, I was like, yeah, that's yours. Just that's in addition to what you're getting paid.
That's your tip.
For
Yeah.
you, buddy. And he was like, no. We got the cutest picture of him.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It was
Did he
so
frame? Did he frame it, or what did he buy?
I'm sure he bought a ton of things. It would be hard to
I'm
tell you.
sure
what
he spent it immediately.
this kid can't
Fired a
live
hole in his pocket.
life.
He could be like a couple dollars away from being able to afford the thing he really wants, but he so wants to buy something right then that he'll just buy multiple smaller, cheaper versions of the thing
Yeah,
and then break them all. You know,
this kid.
I try to teach him and educate him about it, but
You are.
Well,
It's a
good.
process.
yeah.
Hmm. And then, I mean, you can feel super comfortable because the products are safe for
Yeah.
everyone. So it's like, yeah, it all circles
Safe
back
for your
around
kids.
to you're creating a safe environment for you to work in, extends out into a safe environment for your clients. And then, like you said, the trust factor there is really high.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
yeah,
Well,
that's,
I think also because I'm more of a premium priced service, if you look at my pricing and packaging compared to other quote carpet or air duct cleaners, like my prices are substantially more. And I think that also, for whatever reason, carries a little more trust. Like, oh, he's not going to try and he's not here charging me $99 and going to be in and out in 20 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
there's when you're paying for a more luxury service, it's less work. Like, yeah, it's
You
just,
just have-
less of a concern.
You have greater expectations that that person is going to, take care of your home. And especially when, Jake rarely spends less than 4 hours at a home, like that's kind of the minimum for the most part.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I feel like by the end of it too, people really come to like Jake. And like one client left us a review the other week and they were like, I just spit, but they were like, what it was about that daughter. It was the dentist. He was
Oh, yeah.
he was like, my daughter absolutely loved Jake. Like she was following him around the whole time. It was like a 3-year-old girl.
Yeah, she wanted to have me back over for dinner and like, when's Jake coming back? You know?
Aw.
So,
That's so
Yeah, so it's
cute.
cool because I feel like Jake spends time with these people, and then he'll tell me like, oh yeah, I sat down with Karen and she gave me a cappuccino, and like
yeah.
he kind of becomes friends with people. So then it's been nice to be able to share some more personal updates in the emails, and it feels like these clients that we have really become kind of like friends or acquaintances or people that we care about and who genuinely care about us and our family, and they remember me and ask about me and
Mhm.
remember about his kids or things that he goes through. And
Same too. Like I remember the things that people share with me, and when I see them months later, I am able to ask them and check in on them. And I tell a lot of people, when I'm done, like because we've connected personally, and I let them know, I'm wishing them the best, and I'll be thinking about them and praying for them, and like I genuinely do those things. Like it's only because of these clients that I provide for my family and can create the life that I want. And so I'm like genuinely grateful that these people
Yeah.
trust me and they welcome me into their home and provide me the opportunity to provide really thorough work. This is so
Yeah.
funny as I keep talking about myself, because my son at school today, his reward was cleaning the windows at the school. Like, he also likes doing good work at
let's just tell a story.
Yeah.
He got suspended a couple times, okay? And so he goes
Yeah.
put on a behavior plan where
Yep.
it was like he had to work up to, a reward. And his reward at school was to be able to bring his window washing equipment.
And he puts like one of his items in a gun holster, so he wears like a that holds a 45, but instead it's holding a
Locked
fucking
in.
squeegee.
Yeah.
He's-
So he had his squeegee and then like the sponge thing, and he learned to do it so it's all like
Oh,
and then he
nice.
takes the squeegee and it goes like this, and then he's got his microfiber towel where he but
It's in your guys' blood.
yeah.
he's already been talking to me and planting the seeds that I've got to expand my business when he's older, because he wants me to offer window cleaning. He's like, what about now? Like, just on the days I come to work with you, can I bring my stuff and ask them? Like, I'll do it for free.
I love that. Emery sounds like a legend too.
Yeah.
He
That's
is.
adorable.
He's so cool.
And he's
So-
already getting suspended from school, so you know he's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
He is an entrepreneur. You
Dude.
guys are nurturing that.
Yeah. Like, listen, bud. Right now, this like I don't want to squash these things out of you, but like right now,
You gotta just play the game
you
a
gotta
little bit.
play it, bro. You gotta understand and learn context, like because these are strengths that you have, and they're gonna serve you very well. But right now, they're not. Like you gotta get yourself in check.
How does he receive that?
He's like, okay,
yes,
it's
sir.
time to lock
Okay.
in. I'm gonna lock in.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh my gosh.
So if he did that, he cleaned the windows today, and if he's good tomorrow and Thursday, then he also gets to clean the Thursday and today and Thursday he also gets to clean them on Friday. So
Yeah.
Wow.
So he let the school know what he wanted his reward to be.
Well, so we had to do a what was it called? A re-entry interview after his suspension. So like both his mother and I have to go meet at the school with him and the assistant principal, like all these people around this conference table, and little Emery, and he's just like so scared and embarrassed. And we have to have this whole conversation about it and the plan that's in place. And I was saying, like because part of one of the things we've done with him before is they'll give him breaks from the classroom, let him go walk a lap around the halls or give him something to do. Like, look, Emery really likes cleaning windows. If he needs something to do to move his body, maybe you can have him clean like the bathroom mirrors, some stuff like that. And the assistant principal was like, well, maybe he can earn that as a reward. And it's like, what do you think about that, Emery? And he was stoked. So I just thought it'd be something to keep him busy, move his body, because he thinks so much faster. He's just honestly really smart.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the pacing of class and it's slow and boring for him.
I understand.
Yeah.
So
Jana gets it.
I get it. I was kicked out of every school from 7th to 12th and then ended up getting kicked out 12th halfway through my senior year. Ended up having to get my GED. Every single school, multiple schools per each grade. It was insane. So I get it. And then Ryan, he was kicked out of class. He went to Catholic school. He was kicked out all the time, put on detention, had to go in the reading trailer.
Yep.
So we get it.
I think I was the only verbal person in the reading trailer. Which I think only helped me.
You're a good reader now.
Oh yeah, elite. Also, I was banned from music class. When everyone went to music class, they actually had me just go into a room and they would give me a math book and tell me to solve as many problems as I could, which was kind of fun for me, because I would lock in. I was hyper focused, but how much fun and how into the music class I was just overwhelming for everyone involved. So I had to leave. But yeah, for a moment there, I thought y'all were saying that his reward for getting suspended was he got to clean the windows. So like almost like you saying the reward was a punishment, and you were framing it. But now I get it.
Oh, he got to clean windows and wear his gear, and everybody watched him do it. He loved it.
His teacher sent us photos and everything. It was great.
Yeah.
I love that. I'd love to do like some type of montage for you guys for the business, since it's a generational thing at this point. But like that story about Jake's mom being stoked about you guys cleaning together, like if we could get a little video of her talking about that, and then a little video of Emery being so stoked about expanding the business into window cleaning offerings. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I kind of like this idea, and maybe he can tell everyone about the 201% guarantee.
Oh yeah, let's talk about the 201% guarantee.
He would probably even be willing to clean their windows. as part of the guarantee.
It's a 202% guarantee now.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah,
Tell us a little bit more about that 201%.
Totally. Well, this just circle back to before we got sidetracked on story time there. I was saying I really appreciate the opportunity that my clients give me to do really great work, because it's good for all of us, satisfying for me, for them. By the end of an 8 to 11 hour day sometimes at people's homes, they're like, man, you really worked. Like, they watch me crawl around their house on my hands and knees, like upstairs, downstairs, above my head, and they like, by the end of it, they're like, holy cow, like that was so much work. Thank you so much, And so with my business, I offer this 201% satisfaction guarantee, because, and I can do that. I can offer this insane, I used to call it, or still sometimes call it, the Jake's insane if this were my home guarantee. Like I want to be able to treat other people's houses just like mine. I want to give them the level of detail I would want. And because I'm doing that, I know I can offer a crazy guarantee where if there is an issue, I just come back out and I take care of it and I re-clean for free. And if somehow I still could not meet your expectations after all of that, I'll give you a full refund for the whatever it was you're unhappy with, and a gift card to go out to dinner, because I'm sorry I wasted all of our time
at your favorite restaurant too.
Yeah, you pick it and I'll
restaurant.
get you the gift card and I'll send it over, or have it held there or whatever. But yeah,
no, that's a guarantee. I mean, in the marketing world, they always talk about if there's a guarantee in place, and it wouldn't be one that were kind of painful to execute on.
Yeah.
It's not really a guarantee. And I mean, like you said, wasting everyone's time. Like, it's not like you're just throwing money at the problem. You're investing more of your time and money into addressing whatever the dissatisfactory experience was, or unsatisfactory experience. So that's going to build a lot of trust in me if I'm a consumer, and I'm sure it has for many other people. So thanks for breaking down the guarantee. Jake's insane. If it were my home, guarantee. Explore it, take the risk, and have Jake come by and Jakeify your space. I'm kind of curious about the Jakeified. I like that whole spiel, and the creator of that, I would like to explain to me some of the videos and that concept that you've created.
Are you talking about me?
Whoever it was.
Who? Yeah.
I think it was you. I don't think it was Jake.
I came up with Jakeified because, well,
what does it mean to get Jakeified?
To get Jakeified.
Maybe from your experience, a lot different, but for the general population.
Different podcast.
Well, I think it just really, like, when I worked with Jake, I just witnessed him, and I was the same way, but Kalla-ified just doesn't work, and it's not my name on the truck. But I would witness Jake, let's say he's cleaning someone's dryer vent, and he notices that it's not connected properly, and so there's lint that just flies all over the back of the dryer, and it's all over in the laundry room. Like, it's not included necessarily per se that we're going to clean your whole laundry room, but if that happens,
but I do,
we would actually clean the whole laundry room, and we get all of that, and then Jake will make sure, and I've even seen him run out before, or no, the lady at the home ran out. You were like, hey, this is broken, we're missing this piece, like, if you can get that piece, because it's a whole thing for us to, like, get all the equipment back out and go take it to go, take the van to go get it. So anyway, she was more than happy to go run to Home Depot and get this piece that he needed, and then he just fixed it for her, as just a part of the experience. And then, if we're cleaning an air duct in the kitchen, and there's food crumbs all around underneath the toe kick, like, we are vacuuming that. We're like, we cannot help ourselves but to, like, clean the food crumbs and the dog fur.
We're cleaning stuff that's not attached to what we're being paid to clean,
Yeah.
or a mess that we necessarily made or even hired to be there to remove. Like,
Yeah.
legitimately, just can't help myself. That's why I only want to go to one house a day, because if you'll let me, I'll find every crumb.
And then even just like repairing, like if he goes to get a return vent or do something in the vent and something's broken or not connected and he can fix it, like, which Jake can fix almost anything. Like, he's the handiest guy I've ever met, and he will just fix it. Like, so he just goes above and beyond to make sure that things are working and functioning properly. And it's not like at the end you're going to be hit with another $200 plus service fee for us vacuuming up your crumbs, or him, cleaning the end of the,
or me reattaching your vent to the subfloor, or
Right.
like,
because it's
or
usually
trimming off carpet fibers or strands of carpet that are ripped and straggling all over the place. Like, there's no extra, like, I just can't help myself. I'm just gonna do it. It's part of what you're paying me for. You pay me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you pay a
To
little
Jakeify.
bit more of a price up front, but I can guarantee without a shadow of doubt in my mind, like, no one else who's going to come to clean your carpets or your air ducts is going to care more or do a better job at, taking care of your home. And it really is going to be a better service and better quality. Like he said, he does it now, but I used to get on my hands and knees and just trim loose carpet fibers. And that's
Clean off people's baseboards.
Right, he's always cleaning the baseboards. It seems like such a simple thing, but if you get your carpets cleaned and you look out and you just see all these loose fibers, it really doesn't hit the same as if you get your carpets cleaned and those loose fibers are gone. It really makes a difference if you pay attention to that sort of thing, which Jake does. Like, it just makes a huge difference in the quality of how the room looks and how everything looks. So to Jakeify is really just to have Jake in your house because he can't help himself, but do the best job possible and go above and beyond for everyone. Regardless if you're paying, the minimum service fee or we're there for 3 days cleaning your whole house. Like, he's gonna do the best job that he possibly can and do more than anyone else would.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important to have, the premium pricing that you guys have laid out, because it wouldn't be sustainable to work like that otherwise. And I can relate to that a lot. It feels so great when we get to be in relationship with retainer clients, because it's like we have all of these things that we know we can do, and to be serving a business and like feel like you're holding back because you don't have the budget to execute, even though like, he can't come into a house for $250 and do all of the things that he knows that he can do and have that be sustainable.
Yeah, like the carpet cleaning and leaving the baseboards dirty. Like, you're not gonna be able to clean all the carpets, and then you look in the room and it's like there's all these fibers and the baseboards are dirty. You just
want to take care of it holistically, and you have the energy exchange that's appropriate to be able to just like let him cook, let him go in there, let him do what he's got to do and get the whole place taken care of, because he has done it so many times that he can see where everything needs to be addressed. Like, people don't think the air vent, we're in Maui right now, the air vent in the bathroom, I don't think it's ever been cleaned ever.
Oh.
I don't know how to clean it. I'm scared. I don't want to go up there and touch it.
I offered. She told me she didn't want me to possibly disperse particles into she wanted me to, like, I think, set up like a hazmat environment.
I wanted him to fly you guys out to come figure out that air vent, because I don't want to touch it. It freaks me out.
It's okay.
And then you guys told me about a bird you found one time in an air vent.
I was just gonna say, I saw the reviews. I kind of wanted to double back on being Jakeified. I saw it in the reviews. So whenever we started working together, I was reading through your reviews and I started to see people talking about hiring you to clean something, and then things got fixed in their house that had been broken for some time. And similarly in the reviews, something was cleaned and there was an additional cleaning done that they weren't thinking would be part of the service. So it's like one thing to hear you talk about it, and then a whole other thing to see that in the reviews and what people's experience has been. So
Yeah.
the idea of, you know, getting Jakeified, if anyone's curious as to what that might look like beyond us in this podcast we're talking about, you can go check out. There'll be a link in the description to navigate to Jake's Google profile, and you can see verified reviews there to get a better feel for what this is like from other people's perspective.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
for sure. And on that note, this is something I wanted to share earlier, that like we were talking, this is kind of going a different direction, but same idea is that people often, when we're done in the home, whether it be a 10-year-old or a 95-year-old, will say like, wow, it just feels so much lighter in here. And Jake told me the other week he went and cleaned this whole, this family's air ducts. Did you just do air ducts?
Yeah, all I did was air ducts at this house, and the kids are at school all day. It's just like the dad, the homeowner, and then me. I'm there working. Dad's working from home, and kids come home from school after I've been working for 6 hours or so, and they're running in and out of the house while I'm working, and I start to finish up. I'm wrapping up my hoses, and I can overhear the son talking to the dad. He just came in the house, and he's like, "Smells like really fresh in here. It feels fresher inside."
So even the kids notice it.
Yeah. So then when I was wrapping up and talking to the dad, he was like, "My son was even just saying," I was like, "I know, I overheard you guys. I was so stoked about that. I love hearing it."
Yeah, it's a common experience.
Take a big breath in, and it's like, wow, it just feels
lighter.
Lighter is what most people say. It feels lighter in here. It feels cleaner and lighter.
It's a very common experience. And on the note of being Jakeified too, is like there's a lot of companies where you'll hire them, and that you get to their house, or they get to your house, and it's like, okay, I thought I was signing up for the $99 carpet cleaning, but then it's like, well, if I really want the premium service, I have to pay an additional $99 for this, and then it's an additional $45 for this, and then, oh, this is broken, so I have to pay this for that. Like, there's all these hidden fees and upsells and additional charges and things. And with Jake, like, everything's included, and you're just gonna get the premium, best of the best service across the board. So if you get air duct cleaning, we're going to go through your house, and we're going to seal all of the vents first so that we're not blowing dust all over your home while we're cleaning. And then we're going to, clean all of your air, the whole system, return vents, supply vents. Each of the supply vents we're going to scrub. We're going to take the covers off. We're going to take them to the sink. We're going to use the safe products, the hospital grade products, to clean them. And then we're going to put them back, or dry them, put them back, and then go through the whole system of cleaning everything thoroughly, vacuuming up your other messes and dog fur and whatever.
Putting furniture back where it was, because you got to move things around.
Yeah, and being really mindful. And then at the end, we fog your whole system with the hospital grade disinfectant. So it's basically a machine that breaks up the hospital grade plant-based disinfectant into small particles. We put it into the furnace, and it blows throughout the whole system, and we remove the towels, so then it goes through and it kills mold and bacteria, viruses, all these things in the system, and then it leaves your house smelling phenomenal, but not chemically or overpowering. It's just
essential oil,
a clean, and not even it's very light, in my opinion, a very light smell. And that's, I think, what's awesome is that we could easily just say oh, it's $400 to get your air ducts cleaned, and then another $250 if you want to get your house fogged. But we wouldn't do that for ourselves. We would only want the best of the best. So that's all that we offer, is the best of the best. And there is no additional, unless you add
the only extra charges are if you want more areas cleaned, or more system cleaned, or
your bathroom vents. You're like, oh, we'll do that. That's obviously an additional service, so that your price can change, of course, that way. But there's no gimmicks or
oh, this is you've got pets, I'm gonna have to enzyme treat this for pets.
Yeah.
And Scotch Guard, that's one of the main upsells in the industry, is a fabric protection, which is just fucking poison, you know. And
Yeah.
so I just offer it. Like I only offer what I would want in my house, which is a
Right.
deep clean and deodorize, you know, disinfect cleaning.
Yeah.
Wait, so the standard upsell in the industry is, hey, pay me extra to poison you more. That's the standard upsell.
Exactly. That's the
Wow.
like, hey, hire me. I'm really cheap, and the reason I'm really cheap is I'm going to spray a super strong poison down on your carpet and then lightly rinse it out, and it leaves optical brighteners and all this crap in the carpet to make it fake better looking. But let me add all of that into your air filtration system. Oh, and guess what? I can spray more poison on it to prevent dirt and stuff from sticking to it so it'll stay clean longer. Would you like some more poison?
Yeah.
That is
Crawl on it.
terrifying.
Yeah, don't let your babies crawl on it. Don't let your dogs walk on it until it's dry. Like, don't let them lick their paws. You know,
Yeah.
And you don't even offer that because you're like,
No.
I'm not about that life.
no.
Yeah.
You guys
There
are
was-
about that non-toxic, healthy, clean home life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Crunchy.
You guys are about that healthy home reset life.
Yeah, yeah, baby.
Healthy home reset for real.
Yeah.
No, thanks for breaking that all down for us. I had at the beginning of the podcast when you introduced yourself, Kalla, you said maybe we'll have a chance to talk about some of the things we worked on, and what I've been kind of excited to do each month or every couple weeks. We'll go through the jobs that have come in and the new people you've got to meet, and you know, I truly get excited when there's someone new who hasn't done business with you before that comes into the ecosystem. And you know, one of the things we did, you said you didn't like your website. One of the things I was excited to do was make it something you like, work in pictures of your family. And then there's this clash between like design and like making it the piece of design or art that we want to express yourself. And then there's also playing with the algorithms, because there's these tech entities that want to decide who they amplify our websites and our Instagram profiles, our Google profiles to. So we built pages for specific neighborhoods that you serve and you'd like to serve more of, and bringing in some work in that way. So I just wanted to see if you could let the listeners know what that process was like to build the website. We have a standard way of doing things. Not everyone's okay with. Most people don't want to be as like bringing their family in and showcasing like their personal views and preferences on this stuff. So for me, it was a new type of project. So for anyone else out there who wants to not come off with the corporate vibes, I wanted to hear from y'all what it was like to have us bring modern SEO strategies and have you guys show up in AI, but also harmonize that with how you want to show up in the space.
Yeah, I thought you guys did a really great job of like balancing those two interests, and I could tell, initially you guys were like, wait a minute, like okay, all right, you want more of you. Like I could tell it was new for you guys, and I feel like you guys really stepped up to the challenge of like finding a way that we could maximize SEO and Google search results and all these technical things that we hired you for. Like that's why we wanted you guys to do this, is because we don't know about that or want to know about that.
I have some conceptual understanding,
Right.
but when it comes to executing,
Yeah, no thank you. And so, but we also, if you have been around a while in our, what'd you call it, ecosphere? Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Then you've seen the prior website, which was, even more family based and very personal. So, we wanted to keep that because at the end of the day, like it is Jake's certified cleaning. So we wanted to reflect Jake and his family and us and who we are as people, and and bring the kids in because they are involved in the business, and they're not only involved in the business, but it feeds our family, and this is how we make our money. So it's been nice to be able to have the opportunity to provide a lot of feedback and, be able to provide you a lot of photos that we wanted to use and then just see them show up on the website. And it's kind of been like a living, breathing dynamic where the more we work together, the more we understand each other and are like, oh, okay. And we've gotten into, I think, an even better groove together of figuring out like how to add to it and update it. And I feel like you guys are really well versed now on like what is important to us and what our business is like. And
Yeah, I feel like you guys can really see our vision, what it is, who we are, what it is we want to create,
yeah,
and are like really doing a great job helping us navigate how to
blend both.
how to make it all happen.
Yeah.
Like how to bring the vision to life. So
And one thing I wanted to say about you guys earlier too is I really appreciate that I can genuinely feel that you guys care about our business and like, oh God, I feel like I could cry, but I'm about to start my bleed. So, but I just feel like you guys really like care and have done so much to push us to be better. And like, I can just tell that you guys really put a lot of energy into it and you really want us to succeed and do a lot for us. So it's been very valuable for us, and we just really appreciate like that we've grown a friendship with you guys through this and that you guys really care. Like not everyone cares.
no, they don't. I've hired many a marketing people.
It's kind of like, thank you so much for that. And it is kind of like, again, value aligned, because Jake says like, I just give more fucks. And like we do too. So like
we can tell.
You've hired many a marketing people, Jake?
I've hired many a marketing people, and dude, no one has fucking cared.
Yeah.
The way that you guys, like, I can tell that you guys care. Like, I feel like we're in real like partnership. Like we want the same things.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just like I'm really grateful for our our relationship. So,
and
opportunity to work together.
You allow us to be us. Like you're not trying. I feel like a lot of marketing people are like, no, like this is the way you do it. You have to do this. Mm-hmm. And I feel like you guys have done a really good job of like knowing. It's almost like you know the rules well enough that you know how to make it work for us in a way that feels good to us. And so it's also like a testament to how talented you guys are at what you do and how knowledgeable you are. And you also really put emphasis on staying up to date on trends and things that are happening. Like you guys really seem to care about the work that you do, and it shows.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And I'm feeling like a synergy now. Like when you were saying about how you kind of can't help yourself when you get involved in a project. It's kind of like whenever I saw your website before and how much of your family was involved. But, like you said, you didn't like it. It was like a one-page thing. It was definitely kind of archaic. So I knew the family was going to be involved in some point. So I thought like, okay, they're hiring us because they want to SEO, optimize their website. They want to modernize it. And then we kept some of the family stuff in there. And then when you were like, no, more. Like, pictures and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, like, I get it. And just like Jake, like you were saying, you want to treat it as if it were your home. And whenever you go to a job, you can do that because you're the business owner and you're not like wondering like, oh, is the boss going to be mad I took extra time and now he has to pay me more and the margin's less and all this stuff. Like similarly for us, like when someone comes in and they want the standard website and they don't want to put more of their like own personal touch on it, like, we have a little less cost in that project and it's a little bit more streamlined. We can churn more of those out. But whenever someone pops up that wants to be unique and express themselves a little more, I'm not over here like, oh wow, this is a bummer, like it's taking more time. I'm more like, oh, this is awesome. Like kind of like you were like, I'll find every crumb if you let me. Like I'm like, all right, I'll make this work if you'll open up in that way and let me know you and you're okay with me amplifying that. Like I'll make it happen. So
Yeah.
y'all expressing yourself in that way has been really fun. And then I didn't think of this. I didn't ask you guys this question before, but it's I feel like appropriate for the listeners, and I'd love to hear the answer from y'all. So the newer people who have been coming in from the current marketing initiatives, are they still remarking on your kids being on the site and the family vibe, like the brand new people who are coming in, just similar to how they were in the past, or has that fallen off a little bit? Like, where's that at?
I'm not so sure that I've talked specifically about that with anyone. Really, they've more like the conversations have been more around. It seems like people are landing on like neighborhood specific pages based
Okay.
on their location.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm not so sure that I've spoken to anyone
But
really.
you
A
haven't
whole
seen a
lot.
shift. You haven't seen a shift to people like feeling like you're more corporate either.
Oh no,
Okay.
no.
So we were able to maintain that like family vibe, which I'm assuming I would have got feedback on that before, but we were able to keep that family vibe, but then also you're experiencing more leads landing on the appropriate page for them, meaning their city or their specific service, because those pages are there now.
Yeah, yeah, and it
Got it.
seems like on my old website, the that archaic piece of shit that I built, you know, um, I had a chat functionality set up, and very few people would engage with the chat icon and open up
Mhm.
communication that way. Whereas now, like there's a lot more people that click on that to try and find out the additional information that maybe the site hasn't, whatever it is they're looking for that they couldn't figure out on their own. They're reaching out to get that additional information. Whereas I think before people were just landing and then bouncing. They were like, oh, this is not even fucking close.
Mhm.
Like next.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It
So
definitely feels like it's more clear. Like people, and I mean, some new people have just booked, haven't they?
yeah. I mean, I've got, people that are still, I've not even spoken to. I have multiple.
Wow.
They
Awesome.
just book themselves. They see the website. They click request a reservation. They select what package, air duct, or carpet. Really, it's been air duct jobs that have booked with the new
Yeah.
package. Um, yeah, and multiple people are opting. It seems like the majority of bookings, there haven't been a ton of them, but the majority have actually opted for the top tier package, not the
Yeah.
middle or bottom one. So,
In the past, were there more people needing to talk a little bit more? So now there's more information on the site, which y'all helped out a lot provide us that info. They're more able to just book right away rather than need to talk first.
I mean, that's a little hard for me to quantify,
Mhm.
because I don't answer my phone.
Yeah, yeah,
And so
yeah,
I try to encourage people to just follow the system. And,
yeah.
if I want it to be simple and easy to book yourself, and then we meet when I get there. Just because I'm busy cleaning.
Yeah.
I don't have
Makes
time
sense.
to take the calls, but I do call people back in the evenings. Um, but I'd say perhaps the volume of callbacks and whatnot are maybe even calls are less because more people are engaging with the chat feed.
Mhm.
Send a
Okay.
message, reach out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it does feel more clear, the website in general. Like, I feel like you can go on and figure out what you want. And Jake's also done a lot of work on In-House Call Pro to also make it more clear what we're offering, and done a lot of work to create packages and stuff, because really, like, you can, if you just want a rug cleaned, like, we're not your company. We're
Mhm.
really our
You're gonna need to get at least a few of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
But some people, they just want one rug cleaned and they want to spend as little money as possible, and,
Yeah.
more power to them. That's great. But we're not the company for that. And so we're really through the help of you guys, and then the work Jake's done on, House Call Pro, which if you don't know is like the booking software that Jake uses on the back end. But we're really just trying to make it a more of an experience, like a whole package of what we offer, because really that's the best services that we offer, and that's like our expertise, or his expertise is really giving you that whole home reset. So um, we're just trying to make that more clear and easy for people to see when they just land on the website, which I think is, it's always a work in progress, right? Like
Yeah.
a website isn't really a static thing that you're just done with.
Yep.
So
I have
Yeah.
had.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say I have had a couple of people mention, as we've talked. I remembered I have had them mention the website, and just saying that they really liked the way that I present myself on the internet. They like really clean, really professional looking. Like I showed up at one house and he was like, "Yep, you look just like the photos."
There you go.
Like, yeah, gotta put my hand out to shake his hand. Hey, I'm Jake. He's like, "Yeah, you look just like your photos." I know who you are.
Yeah, and it's cool because when we do, hopefully bring someone on eventually, like it would be our intention to just kind of bring them into the family and make it so it's not a surprise when they show up at your door either. You kind of know, like, oh, this is Mark, and he's, whatever. So
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thanks for the feedback. It was nice to kind of dive into, it's just some questions that came up now in the moment. And with all the work you've done on social media, Kalla, we're now about to start running a little bit of social media ads, which is exciting because we haven't run any ads yet. After those are successful, and maybe you find this mark that you're putting out there, then maybe some ads on some of the other platforms and stuff like that. But it's awesome to work with y'all. Thanks for letting people know what it was like to work with us as well, and how you've put a lot of intention and extra work and effort into letting people get to know you before you show up at their house, rather than just about your service. But it's just cool.
Yeah, and I mean, it's our hope, like, that we can be successful, because if we're successful, you guys are successful, and you can use our story as to how, for your own success. So that's really the goal. Like, we want to be the best customers of you guys as well, so that you guys can thrive and succeed. So we're happy to reflect back to you and share, with other people who are, especially in the home service industry, who are looking for a marketing team like Ryan and Jana.
Yeah, like now that we're working together too, my vision is just that that we continue to work together and expand.
Yeah, same.
Our work together.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how you're going to use this podcast or video or whatever for yourself, but by all means, if people are contemplating working with you guys, and I haven't fucking convinced them yet, like, they just got a shot, I mean, it's like,
it's worth it.
Well, you just commit, and move forward. Like, can't find a better couple to work with. So,
thank you guys.
Appreciate that reflection, Jake and Kalla. And I think the feedback process is there, so you're already showing up from Jump Street, fulfilling all requests that we ask, which makes it easy for us to then go above and beyond with like out of the ordinary detail with family, and finding a way to like, okay, follow the rules, but also in an unconventional way. And we can only do that because you take care of what's on your side of the street. So
Exactly.
it's a two-way street, and with you telling people to work with us, I want to throw it out there and say yes. And if you do, I'm gonna do my best to keep our team accountable, and then I'm gonna ask that the business owners we're working with show up on their end. If we need more photos, get us more photos. If we need more copy that is more specific and authentic, that we do that, and you guys did that for us. So just don't want anyone to think they just show up and throw money at me and the rest of it's taken
And
care
then
of.
we read their minds from the abyss and pull from the abyss to give them, like, you know, it's a team dynamic.
Yes.
It was a process. I mean, you guys had a clear process. You had the questionnaire. We had scheduled meetings. And it was like, I was excited to see, let's see version 1 of the website.
Yeah.
Great. Now we go through the feedback process you guys have. Like, you have systems in place, which truthfully make it easy for us to fulfill on our end.
But it is true, like, it's not like it hasn't been work for us, you know, like, it's a working relationship. But you guys have, like, you've got, like, that's what I mean. You're staying on top of market trends. Like, you're always updating what you're using to make it easier for us to give feedback. Like, it's really easy to just click on the website and be like, I don't like this word, like, right there, like, we don't do that or whatever. And then you guys just change it. It's like as easy as it could possibly be.
Yeah. And it was just so cool each time. Like, man, I can't wait to see the next revision.
Yeah.
This is going great. Let's go. Every time. Every level, it's like we're getting closer and closer to the vision.
And then there was one time I logged on to the website and I was like, wait, there's so many more family photos. Like, how they did that? Like, it was cool.
Yeah, we actually listened. What do you know? What, they heard us? They have ears? Wow. I didn't know marketing companies would actually do something out of the ordinary. But no, thanks for letting people know what it was like to work with us. That was our intention for you as well. Ask questions, share some stories. We've been talking for an hour and 20 minutes, and I feel like that's important for people making a decision. Like, that's going the extra mile. There's people out there doing business that are dealing with, like, some hiding energy.
Yeah. Like,
I'll be thinking about hiring a company. I'm like, oh, let me see who's running the show, and I'll be clicking around, and I'm like, I don't know who's in charge here. Like, who's actually the quality control? Who can I like it's kind of
who's accountable?
Who's accountable? Like, it's mysterious. So y'all are in the same boat as us with wanting to not have that hiding energy. Putting an hour and 20 minutes out on the internet for people to get to know you. I think one is going to be helpful if they're going to be if you're going to be going into their home.
Yeah.
They can be like, oh, wow, like, I actually, I listened to it on 2x speed and plowed through it in 45 minutes while I was on my jog or whatever, and now I don't feel nervous about who's coming to my house tomorrow. And then on our side of things, it's like, okay, I got to, we've been doing the podcast for like 2 years now almost, and it's like we have chosen to put ourselves out here in this way so that people can consume some content about us. And sometimes it's with randoms and sometimes it's with our clients, but we have conversations online with random people, random business owners, and with our clients to let people get a feel for who we are, so they're not entering into a marketing agreement with people they don't feel like they understand, know, like, or trust yet.
Right. Totally.
Oh, well, I'm going to pass it to Jana for putting together the closeout here. She organized most of the podcast, which I'm grateful for.
Yeah, so the closeout, just want to ask you guys one more time for the listeners, where can people find you and what are your service areas?
JakesCarpetCleaning.com is our website.
Mm-hmm.
And on all social media, we're at Jake's Certified Cleaning. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and
YouTube.
YouTube.
Which we're going to be putting out some more YouTube videos this year, and I'm stoked to get some more long-form YouTubes up for Jake's Certified Cleaning.
Yeah.
It's about to be lit. We're just getting started, you guys.
Check them out, y'all. Get to the website. I know Jana threw in there just to show that we're playing nice with the algorithms and whatnot. If you're in the Ken Carroll area of Colorado, the Littleton area of Colorado, Morrison, Colorado, Evergreen, Colorado, Golden, Colorado, Lakewood, Colorado, Denver, Colorado, they're there for you. And if
And they'll give you the best healthy home reset that you've ever had.
Boom.
Yeah.
There it is.
Mic drop.
Thanks, y'all.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.